It is 6:47, 13 minutes before 7 o'clock. Here's Mike Eppel with business. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Kevin. We've got a decision on interest rates coming up for the Bank of Canada this morning. It's going to be the first with the first of the year, with the prospect of the incoming Trump administration set to throw out all forecasts. Whatever the Bank of Canada has to say today is going to be very interesting, in as much as, how much do they talk about what to expect from the Trump administration. It's a wild card in Washington right now, so it's kind of difficult to set policy. Late last year, we actually heard from the head of the Bank of Canada, Stephen Poloz, talking about the idea of cutting interest rates. Back in September and October, our economy was kind of sputtering along, and they were kind of floating that idea. It didn't happen. Probably not going to do anything with policy today. Just to wait and see. There are some signals that things are slowly starting to improve. You look at the price for oil, for example, which is above $50 per barrel, and it's been consistently there now for several weeks. So that's a potential positive for the Canadian economy. And the energy producers have been talking a little bit more optimistically about 2017. There you see the Canadian dollar down by 1/4 cent this morning. It is, however, up by 3% against the U.S. dollar so far this year. And to the surprise of many, that is the best gain over a 2-week time frame to start any year since 1970 for the Canadian dollar. Yesterday on the markets, we did see a downdraft on the TSX. The U.S. dollar sold off sharply after Donald Trump talked about the idea of the U.S. greenback being too strong. So, again, Twitter and the Donald moving the markets sort of on a daily basis. We also saw General Motors announce $1 billion in spending in its U.S. operations. Hyundai announcing an increase in its U.S. auto plant facilities as well. So again, lots of moving parts right now in the corporate world in the United States, again, with a new administration coming into the White House. Drop in the bucket, the Ontario government set to raise the fees on companies that take water out of the ground for bottling water. Nestle's and such, and the talk is the fee going up from a minuscule $3.71 per million liters to $500. It's an increase and would be one of the highest across Canada, but still very low considering the overall inexpensive cost to buy bottled water at the retail level. And we've got earnings due today from the likes of Goldman Sachs. They'll be reporting results before the bell this morning. And that's going to be key because Goldman Sachs is one of the biggest financial companies in the United States, and a key cog to this market rally that we've seen on Wall Street since the U.S. presidential election in November. Goldman Sachs, in fact, has been one of the best performers in that financial services sector. After the close of trade today, CP Rail reports results, and that company has been dealing with, well, later stages of 2016, weather issues getting grain to market. Canadian farmers had a little bit of a struggle to get the crops harvested and slowed down shipments for CP Rail. We'll also hear after the close of trade today from Netflix. Of course, Netflix putting billions of dollars into original programming this year, and we'll see if that has helped bolster its number of subscribers, which is a key component to its stock market performance. Kevin, back to you.